Hello students, how are you? So again, we will start with Environmental Studies, 5th standard, continuing chapter number 10. Students, up till this we have seen about Golconda Fort, Bastions, Burj, we have seen about cannon, we have seen about water fountain, we have seen about different tricks by that kings to get kingdom. Then in this video, in chapter number 10, we will see arrangement for water in Golconda Fort. Then we will see about Mehrab or arch, and we will see about a museum. So let's start. Now see children, arrangement for water in Golconda Fort. There were 5 baulis. Baulis means where water brought them together. That is called baulis. Baulis or step wells are known by various names in different cultures. And the 3 hose means 5 baulis were there and 3 hose. Now baulis means what? Where water brought them together, that is called baulis, and in different languages different names are there for baulis or step wells. And 3 hose. In Urdu language the meaning of hose means water tank. It is actually a Urdu word, that's why we are not aware about that word. So hose means what? Water tank or lake for water. And bullocks have been used to draw water. Now use a hand movement to show in which direction the drum attached to the rod moves when the bullocks moves. Here you can see in the figure or picture, here the drum is there. Drum is also rotating. So you have to tell by rotating your hand movement which direction drum attached to the rod moves when bullocks moves. When bullocks are moving in this direction, so in which direction the drum will move? So in the drum moves in anti-clockwise direction. As the bullocks move forward, the drum is moving in anti-clockwise direction, just like that. As the bullocks are, suppose bullocks are moving forward, so the drum is moving in anti-clockwise direction. And in which direction with the tooth will move? This is a tooth will. So in which direction the tooth will move? So in clockwise direction. You can see here the tooth will is there. Here means the drum moves in anti-clockwise direction and the tooth will moves in clockwise direction. So in this manner the system works. Now imagine how would this garland of pots lift water from the well. This is called garland of pots. In olden days this was a common system. So this is called a garland of pots. And how would this garland of pots lift water from the well? So the garland of pots is connected with the tooth will. See here you can see the attachment in the figure. So that garland of pots are connected with the tooth wills. So thus the garland of pots moves. Once the pot is in water, it gets filled with water. As it is going inside the water, here you can see the pot is filling with water. And as it moves, it is coming upward and the water is falling down in this tank. In this manner it is working. So as it is moving down in water, again it is moving in forward direction and water is falling down on this tank. The pot moves upward and carrying water along with it. In this manner it is moving upward and it is carrying water along with itself. So once the pots reach the level of a canal, water is emptied at the canal. So in this way, the garland of pot lifts the water from the well. And in this way the arrangement of water was there in Golconda Fort. Now we have seen the arrangement of water. After that we will see about a museum. Many old items are kept in the museum. You can see it in the figure that objects recovered during debris clearance at Golconda. Debris means what? A heap of garbage. And inside that they have found all these things which were usually used by that people which were living in the fort. So many old items are kept in the museum. Many things were found when the place around Golconda was dug, like pots, jewelry, swords, etc. Broken pieces of pots kept in the almirah, and small plates made of bronze. Bronze is also kind of a metal, just like copper is there, aluminum is there, iron is there, steel is there, like that. Bronze is also metal, and blue piece made of ceramic and clay were there. So all these things were kept in the museum. And what is the use of museum, children? I think you must have seen also. You might have seen the museums also. So what is the work of museum? We come to know about the people about those times, like how they lived and what they used and what things they made, how they used to live. Many things we can come to know with the help of museum. So with the help of museum, we come to know about people of those times, like how they lived, what they used and what things they made. Now here you can see the tunnel, talking, whistling and listening to our own echo. We were walking through this Mehrab arch. This is a Mehrab, or it is called arch. Okay, if you will clap over there, you can see the echo. Echo means what? Same sound is coming back again. That is called echo. And even a small, if you are speaking in very low volume, that is called whisper. Even you whisper also, so that voice you can listen. And in the next you can see it was written that soldiers stayed here, and here you can see one board. Here they have written writing on the wall is prohibited, means this is a wall, but many people are not following the rules, so they are over here written, still they are writing on the walls. So nowadays many people are writing their names and not taking care of all these things. So we should take care of all these things, because we can come to know, we can show to other generation also about all these things. So children, from first video we have seen the information of Golconda Fort, we have seen about bastions and Burj. After that we have seen about cannon, we have seen water fountain, we have seen the king's tricks, we have seen how beautifully the structure of the Golconda Fort is there for enemies, to prevent enemy attack, to keep themselves safe from other enemies and kings. And Golconda Fort is an excellent example of architecture. The chapter is about historical structure which had been witnessed to their times. They tell a lot about the people, art, culture, craft, technology and events of the historical periods. Students, if you have seen, nowadays we are facing too much difficulties for water. So we have adapted rainwater harvesting system, but still not all people have prepared that rainwater harvesting technique or system in their houses. But think about that olden time. At that time also people were knowing about the importance of water, so they prepared step wells, bowlies. So means at that time technology was not so much developed, but still from that time they are thinking about these things, and still today we are thinking on that, but we are not finding the proper solutions. But they have applied it at that time. Step wells they used to keep the water in reservoirs. Hence the name Walls Tell Stories is appropriate for this chapter. And this is a very excellent example. Golconda Fort is an excellent example of architecture. So thank you for watching this video, and you have to read the chapter very carefully. Walls Tell Stories, and find out the hard words meanings, because many words are new for you children. You have to read the chapter very carefully and you have to find out the meanings, so that it will be easy for you to understand the chapter. Thank you for watching video.